Yeah. How did the two of you decide to join forces with X Factor?
Well, can I just start this really quickly?
Yeah.
I've always known about Joe, and I mean, I've been in the business so long, and 40 years, a long time, and I consider myself an expert in this industry. I do, just by definition. The hours and the education and the certifications. I've trained management, so my standards are high, and it honestly, I think Des Moines is short of some good leaders in what fitness and wellness is. And Joe, I had known of about through clients that were trying to get into elite level shape for contests. That's hard as a coach. That's a different level of coaching. I mean, because you gotta know what you're doing. And I know that I go to a lot of these fitness shows, a lot of these bodybuilding shows, and his athletes always either win or do really good. And all of his athletes speak highly of him. And then I met him, and the thing is, I was looking at him about 2 weeks before I really met him on Facebook. It's weird, and I saw his love for his kids and his wife, and then I'm like, okay, that's what we need: leaders that are family driven, that have values, that are true professionals. And then I met Joe at a track meet, and we were launching X Factor, just throwing it together. And I got to meet him that day. And when he left the track meet, I told Jim, our founder, we need to get Joe Laxton on our team. Let's get Joe into our circle. Mm-hmm. And here he is.
Yeah. So my story with that was my son was at a track meet, and I had to take a break to go pee. So I walked by his booth, and they're like, well, they got some supplements over there. And I'm like, I like talking supplements. So I walk over, and you're Joe Laxton. I'm like, yes, I am. We need to talk. And, all of a sudden, and then I start talking to Jim, and I'm like, man, I like these guys. I don't know what they're doing, and I call my wife like right away. I'm like, I just had one of the most interesting, odd, crazy conversations I think I've ever walked from just a trip to go pee, Yeah. But then I'm like, well, I got to get back in touch with him. So I'm searching. I actually sent you a message, and I don't think you returned it for like 48 hours, FYI. But it was just one of those, like, and then all of a sudden we all met up, and I'm like, it showed me the vision, and it was like, I mean, it was everything I had, and I've been studying a lot of what we're doing for like the last year, but I didn't know how to put it into practice. It was still a little bit, and all of a sudden you guys already had like, well, yeah, the system's this, and it was just like, this is exactly what I need to be aligned with. And then obviously meeting up, and everybody was just, I'm like, we're all on the same page. And, and obviously with business partnerships, that's a rarity.